Is Starlink still the best choice for internet in the urban areas? Some of you guys criticized me for the other video that I did, and you said that Natengwane Econet or Econet has paid me to do this. But far be from it. I did not receive any money from Econet, or I am not on a PR campaign for Econet. I was giving options based on what the SpaceX COO said. Let us take a listen to what she says, and then I'll explain further what she means and what it means for you if you have not yet purchased a Starlink.
And that satellite doesn't care if I'm landing a beam or landing a signal in the middle of Manhattan or whether it's landing in rural Texas, which is where I live. So what's brilliant about this constellation concept is that it is very complementary with fiber. Currently the beam projection on the ground is about 22 kilometers. We'll keep shrinking that. And you could put a couple hundred users on a beam currently. Every generation we do makes it beam smaller, more people per beam. If you put a 22-kilometer beam down in the middle of Manhattan, you get a couple hundred users, but there's 10 million people in Manhattan. So Starlink can serve people in cities, but fiber is much better suited to highly populated areas. Now it takes, I know it depends on where you are and even what country, frankly, but fiber can be $10,000 to $30,000 per mile, $10,000 to $30,000 per mile. I can bridge that gap with one Starlink kit, which is $500 and service depending, $50 to $100 a month service. So what we really want to make sure folks understand is, yeah, we can serve cities, but we can't serve everybody in cities, right? But we can serve everybody in rural U.S. and semi-rural.
Everybody in rural U.S.
We could.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, based on what the COO said, it means this. If you are in an urban area has got a huge population, and the likelihood of having Starlinks like your DSTV is very, very high. But the problem that you are going to have is you are not going to have better internet. You are not going to get better speeds. According to one of the person that is doing PR for Starlink, and these are the speeds that you get when you get into rural areas. In rural area, you get something like 340 megabits per second, but you come to town, people are talking about 1 megabits per second. So what this means to you is, if you are thinking of buying Starlink for your urban consumption, it's not a good idea. But if you are thinking of buying your Starlink for your farm that is in Domboshava, for your farm that is in Ziko, that is in Murewa, that is anywhere, or your Gogo that is in Toko or anywhere, where it's remotely, not like here where we have got 200 square meters distance from each other, 200 square meter, 300 square meter. No, I'm not talking about that. Those people that are living in 200, 300, 400 square meters, Starlink is not for you now. Especially if your area has got full capacity. And before you purchase Starlink, they will tell you that your area has full capacity. So you won't be able even to buy if you are in an area that has got full capacity. But if you go to rural areas, that's where you can be able to actually use Starlink. If you are using Starlink Mini, where you can move around with it, you are going to realize that in town or in an urban area, you have less speeds. But if you go to your rural area, you're going to have faster speeds. And I think this is good news for the likes of Terry, who is based in Mondoro, and those people that are doing rural farming. They will benefit immensely from this when it comes to using Starlink for their CCTV, monitoring their cattle or monitoring things that are happening at their farm, they can use that. So this is where Starlink fits. So this is a response to what you guys have been saying, that tukutoida Starlink iyoyo. Yeah, you can still want Starlink. I'm not stopping anyone from buying Starlink, but I'm telling you the consequences of you buying Starlink now. They are yet to improve those satellites because they are closer to the earth now. But if they've got a ground station, like when you saw the mayor of Bulawayo, David Coulthard, saying that you can come to Bulawayo and put a ground station. Once they have a ground station, then we might have better internet. And once they also have more satellites up there, then we can also have better internet. So until then, if you are purchasing Starlink, or if you are purchasing Starlink in all these places where people they are, I mean, on Facebook, where people are, you are not buying straight directly from Starlink, you are going to experience low speed.